Should note that the homeless person gave me both of those shades a few days ago. Just walking by the coffee shop. In the reflection of my shades, you were seeing my wallpaper. I think I'd like to show you what you were seeing. This is the cover of my favorite album of all time, if I really had to choose. Night of the Living Dregs by the Dixie Dregs. It's repeated over and over again. Here, let's do some Von Neumann's Tragedy of the Infinite Regress here, if we can. Sure can. Seems to work every time. Shoot a camera at a camera, put a mirror at a mirror, get Von Neumann's Tragedy. Wow, wow, wow. Dimension of not only sight and sound, but of ideas. And let's show you my change-o clothes. Speaking of change-o clothes, found a bunch of clothes last night, most of which, by far, were hospital wear. So it's going to be like paging Dr. Thaddeus like for days and days in a row. I don't know if I'll even bother showing you. I mean, I think it's a month's worth of hospital clothes I got.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Alright, here's my current change-o clothes. Boy, I'm sure glad I adjusted the brightness on it. It works out better in all kinds of ways. And now for real astrology. Virgo and Libra. I don't think I've ever mentioned it. Several times around 93, 94, and once around 97, 98, I found his column actually helpful and useful. And I've always found it entertaining the rest of the time. So I feel some brand loyalty to his gig. Free will astrology, Virgo. The more one dwells on oneself, says psychoanalyst Adam Phillips in his book Going Sane, the more one is likely to suffer. He thinks people need encouragement to avoid excessive introspection. My project as a psychoanalyst, he writes, is to free them to not have to think about their lives so much. While I feel he overstates the case, I do suspect his message would be good for you to heed in the coming weeks. For maximum success and robust mental health, take a generous portion of your attention off yourself and focus it on living with your life with compassion, curiosity, and concern for others. Libra. One must choose in life between boredom and suffering, proclaimed author Madame de Stael, 1776 to 1817. I beg to differ with her. However, as evidence I present the course of your life during the next few weeks. After analyzing the astrological omens, I expect you will consistently steer a middle course between boredom and suffering, being able to enjoy some interesting departures from the routine that don't hurt a bit. There may even be pain-free excursions into high adventure mixed in along with a fascinating riddle that taxes your imagination in rather pleasurable ways. That's a wrap.